Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. This week we're camping at Diamond Lake, and that is Mount Thielsen.
Welcome to Crater Lake National Park here on Diamond Lake, and this lake is fantastic. We have a ton of things to do. There's a trail that goes around the lake. We are going to ride bikes. We are going to hike. We are going to hopefully get a run in. Our friends are joining us. We've got 5-Sip Fridays to sip. We've got whiskey samples. We're about to settle in for this long weekend with our friends, and we're excited for you to join us.
How are those tacos?
Look at this. Look at all the grilled onions. Is it turkey meat? It's turkey meat. I'm gonna put crunchy chips on them. Oh my goodness. The fat boy in me is so happy right now.
Just getting ready to drink this delicious old fashioned. It's getting a little smoky, but what can you do? It's summer in Oregon.
A lot of you have been asking about my ruptured Achilles tendon recently, and I'm happy to say that it is coming along. Lots of physical therapy exercises and a lot of cycling on the Peloton, and if you want to follow me there, Bourbon_Phil. But I am running on solid ground again, which is a good feeling, and today I'm unboxing some new shoes. I'm very excited about them. I haven't had new shoes in a really long time because I haven't been running for a long time. These are from Ultra. Ultra has a foot-shaped toe box, which I appreciate because my feet are not pointed. They are shaped like a real foot. I did 10 miles last week of a walk jog, and today I am going on this loop that I think is about 11 miles, and Julie's gonna ride, I'm gonna run it, and hopefully there's something cool to show you out there.
Hi.
I'm at 18 and a half miles already. I did an accidental offshoot.
I did one of those.
I found a little creek, so if you go this way, make sure you go over the bridge, don't turn left. It's beautiful. So for the rest of the trail, it's just all forest and meadow. So it's different, but so gorgeous.
You did one full lap already.
Yep.
What was the distance?
Well, with my offshoot, it was 13.13 when I turned around.
So this is definitely longer than 11 miles?
It's definitely longer. I think it's probably a 12-mile loop, not an 11-mile loop, but, you know, I always tend to whoops and then get back on the right path.
Have fun with it, huh?
Thanks.
Well, this looks like the spot that Julie warned me about. So let's go up and over the bridge instead of turning. Pretty bridge. Broken, but still pretty. Back to the campground and the home stretch.
Well, I'm sitting here in my cozy hammock, drinking a Bowie cream ale, and I'm going to tell you about the whiskeys we've brought along this weekend. First up, it's Nulu Toasted Rye, 112 proof. We love the flavors of this one. It's perfect for a camp weekend. Next up, it's good old George Dickel. It's the bottled in bond. We got it for about 45 bucks. We think it's a great value, and we love this one. We're also getting international this weekend with Nika from the Barrel. I cannot tell you how much I love this bottle. We shared this one with our friends in Seattle. Everybody loved it. It's going quick. Can't wait to drink some more this weekend. Last but not least, it's a bottle we just picked up for this weekend. It's Remus 6-year High Rye Bourbon. And look at the damage we did. We literally just cracked this yesterday. Phil's gonna have a little bit more on this one later on in this video, so stick around.
Our friends Sean and Deb introduced us to a new campfire treat this weekend. First, toast a marshmallow, then place it in a jelly jar or other small vessel, then pour Irish cream over the marshmallow. We used Kirkland, but Bailey's or even something like Buffalo Trace bourbon cream would be good. Finally, enjoy your flavor confection as the marshmallow breaks down into a delicious slurry of sugary goodness. This concoction doesn't have a name yet, so leave your suggestion in the comments.
We're gearing up for Ride the Rim around Crater Lake, so we're going to take one more loop around this beautiful lake today.
When you're endurance training, it's good to test out your nutrition for race day before the race. And I found a seasonal flavor of goo gels. Julie doesn't really like goo gels. She doesn't like the texture, and she won't like the flavor of this one. Pumpkin spice. Hear me out. I'm not a pumpkin spice guy, but if this tastes like pumpkin pie, this would be pretty awesome to find in your pack at like mile 30 of a race. So let's rip into this thing and see how it tastes. Julie's making a face at me. Here we go. Oh, well, it has its ups and downs. There's pie crust in here, so that's a plus. I don't know. Sometimes this could be good, sometimes this could be bad. I was kind of hoping to have a slam dunk, really love it, or really hate it. I'm in the middle on this one.
There you have it, another 12 miles in the books. We're ready for the Crater Lake Ride the Rim in just a couple of weeks. Phil was right, the back end of that trail probably a lot nicer on a bike than on foot, but he enjoyed it, I think.
I did.
So you may have noticed some new angles in all the activities that we did this weekend. It's because we got a new camera. It is the Insta360 X3. Lots more to look forward to in future videos as we learn how to use this little thing.
Well, we've got a little review here for you on this Ross and Squibb distillery. This is the Remus straight bourbon whiskey, highest rye, aged 6 years at 109 proof. The mash bill corn 51%, rye 39%, and malted rye 10%. Very high rye, and when they say highest rye, they mean it. This bottle cost us $55. We just got it this weekend. We drank a lot of it, we shared a lot of it, so you can see we got into this one and put a dent in it. And I just want to say that when I bought this bottle, I was really dreaming of another former MGP bottle. I was thinking about Belmead Reserve, because Belmead Reserve also 108.3 proof, real close to this 109, and it was a high rye bourbon. I was kind of hoping that this would pick up where Belmead Reserve left off, because that's a Tennessee only exclusive at this point. And I do appreciate this 6-year age statement, but the Belmead Reserve was roughly 8 to 10 years is what we understand. I think it must have made a pretty huge difference, because this, as much as I do enjoy this, I also find it to be somewhat pedestrian. We got it for $55, and in that neighborhood there are a lot of really good bottles that are super unique, that stand out. I'm thinking specifically of Wilderness Trail's High Rye Bourbon Bottled in Bond. I'm thinking also of Heaven Hill's 7-Year Bourbon, and even Four Roses Small Batch Select if we want to talk about other high rye bourbons. So while I do enjoy this one, and I'll give you some tasting notes in just a second, I actually think that for $55 this is probably a one and done for me. But tasting notes wise, it is well balanced. It does have a nice spice to it, brown sugar, some cherry, some vanilla, light oak. It's not super oaky. So there are some elements that I enjoy about this one, but it just didn't stand out enough on my palate to warrant that $55 price tag. Although I do appreciate that 109 proof. I do appreciate a 6-year age statement. Those are all great. I like the transparency, but the bottle itself doesn't quite live up to some of the competition at that price point.
Well, that wraps up our time here at Diamond Lake outside of Crater Lake National Park. From running to cycling to tacos to whiskey, from wherever we are to wherever you are. Cheers!